Okay, this is a production video for job 23451. It's the Google building. We're proposing a grind and overlay because there's water going into the garage at all these seams with these buttons in them. All these seams are letting water down in. We went down in the garage below, saw the water coming in. So then came up here and looked at the top, and you know, just looking at it, you can tell puddles, 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 catch basin, puddles, 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 catch basin. So when we see this, we need to not assume that we have fall. Whenever we see puddles going to the catch basin, let's assume that it's tight, because it probably is. So I came back out here, just shot it with the Transit. As it sits right now, our scope work ends right at that ecology block planter thing, right at the corner of that fire curb, like a foot up it. So from the end of our pave to this catch basin, right now we have 4.5 inches of fall over 65 feet. That is 0.57%. That is way too tight. Now this, from the ADA to this drain here, is 3 inches in 35 feet. Even that one is a 0.7. It's less than 1% fall, which really worries me. So I popped the lids. That catch basin has a total of a 2 and a 4-inch riser, but the 4-inch would go down to the structure itself. I really don't like doing that. So if we took the 2-inch riser off of that, that gets us from 3 inches of fall to 5 inches of fall in 35 feet, which is 1.1%. Still tight, but at least it's over 1%. Now this catch basin has 4 2-inch risers totaling 8 inches. If we took 2 of the risers off, dropping that basin 4 inches lower, that gets us to 8.5 inches of fall in 65 feet, which is 1%. If we took all 8 inches of riser off, that'd give us 12.5 inches of fall in 65 feet, which is 1.6%. Now we're into a more comfortable number, but that's going to make our approach angles a little worse. Now this is crowned right now, but if we have our grinder take off just 3, we might need to take off more in the middle, because we're going to lower this down, which is going to increase our angle here, and we should be able to manipulate this crown a little bit, and then it would make this lower also. Outside of that, we got a sewer lid. If we use a grinder, it's gonna get tricky. A gas valve grinder, we'll have to jackhammer around that, and then our 2 CB structures. That's it for iron in here. So yeah, so there we go. So if you see puddles like that, just please, let's check it with the Transit. We have a Transit in each yard and a third one floating around. So, and if I need to be the one to come out in Transit, that's fine. But I don't want to see these getting too far down the road before we realize how tight they actually are. So there it is.